Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny. Hold on, let me stop the music. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's fading out. Cool. Hey everyone. What a day. I'm tired. Uh, I got off work early. I slept. I had a really loud dream. I don't know if anyone has ever had that. I'm sure everyone, some people have had that where I felt like my dream was like loud. So when like my niece came to awaken me from my dream, I couldn't hear her and it felt like my ears were like muffled. It was very strange. I don't even remember the dream, but it was like loud. Uh I kind of hear like in my head. I don't know if you remember the timer on WWF when Jericho was gonna make his debut, and it's like it's like break the walls down. And I was about to cry. That's the sound that I think I heard. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, we can look at the news, right? Because that's what we do here. That's the content. I guess I agree. Now. I'm out of stories for now. I mean, other stuff keeps coming up in my head, like I remember it, but a lot of stuff's blocked off because depression and anxiety and all that other sad stuff that I can't get through. But speaking of depression, anxiety, and all that, oh, where's the news here? I had the article here. Uh, oh, oh, oh. Here's a machine here. A brain pacemaker helped a woman with crippling depression. It may soon be available to more people. And I don't know, this device just looks like a fucking like the thing they put on the thinker to fucking give him like superhuman thoughts, and then when the particle accelerator exploded in the flash, it ended up just giving him like meta brain abilities, but apparently it's like deep brain simulation therapy, and I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure I've tried like a form of it, not deep, maybe just on the surface, and I'm sure it works. I remember years ago when I would first have the hints of the anxiety, one of my relatives telling me to do fucking magnets, like where they would, I don't know who would fucking do it, like a magnetician or something, but they would take magnets and put them on your brain and somehow shift I don't know, the metals in your brain. I don't fucking know what, like, again, like this, like the chakra, or the energy. I don't fucking know. But they told me that, and I remember back then I was like up for it, but it was hard to find a person that did the magnet stuff, because I guess not everyone can do it. It's like, I don't know. It's like kind of like witchcraft, I guess. Magnetician magnets. How do those work, right? But I mean, if again, even with the Neuralink, if that were to help, I'd put that shit in my brain. If anytime I felt scared, I could just press a button and boom, and fucking, I'd be like, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Um, what can we go to next? I don't know what really segues into that. Podcaster Bobby Althoff insists graphic viral video is fake AI generated. Sorry to disappoint. And this is Bobby with an I, so this is a girl. So and I don't get naming your child Bobby with an I when it's a boy's name. Like that's just asking for them to be made fun of as a kid. Bobby, that's a boy's name. Like come on. Bobby's a boy's name. It's like Robert. I don't know. Or yeah. Anyways, I don't know who this person is. Like, I saw that apparently she's just a podcast host, but like, who is she? Like, she's a mother of two, and she was with some dude, her ex, and I don't know. She's just a podcaster who has like interviews with Drake and other Negroes, famous Negroes, and yeah, she had a split from her husband, Corey Althoff. I don't know who these people are, like, I don't know, again, like, is she an actress? Is she like a child of a famous actor? I don't know who she is, but apparently her AI generated stuff is getting clicked on. It's like a video of a deep fake, and they thought it was real, and it's not. But I don't know. I'm looking at her body, and I don't see like she's okay. She's pretty, but I wouldn't like. I don't know. I'm more into Asian women that are bustier, and this is like not my thing. So I wouldn't really care, you know. I mean, I'm sure if it popped up on Twitter, I'd be like, okay, whatever, you know. But didn't they have like Gal Gadot, Gadot, Gadee, Gadah, Gadoozle, Gadazel? Gal Gadot have like deep fakes, and those were like better because she's, you know, kind of hot. I think she's hot. I'm all about. Is she Israeli? I think she's Israeli. I like the Israelis. I've told you that, right? They're pretty hot. You can't really see those Palestinian women. They're just teases. They won't show you anything. Um, what do we have next? What's this woman's name? Nikki Haley backs Alabama Supreme Court IVF ruling. Embryos to me are babies. Um, yeah, she's saying frozen embryos created through in vitro fertilization are babies, a stance that's in line with the recent Alabama Supreme Court ruling. And I think In Vitro was that a Nirvana album or a song? I'm not sure. It's like and then you're like now. You can play into the I don't even pray. You can't pray. Every other pray. Murder babies. I don't think you can. You never be. Just that. Just that. Just that. That was a fun song to play on Guitar Hero. I don't care. I feel like babies that aren't born are like I mean, they don't know they're born, you know, so why, you know, why should we really care when we have other people that are born already that no one cares about, you know? But and then there's homeless people, which again, I told you I've come up with a great idea on dealing with homeless people. It's kind of like the purge. I've talked about it where, you know, like that'll get homeless people off being homeless because they have a year to find a home, and if they don't, then you're allowed to like kill any homeless person you see. So that would give them incentive to like find sanctuary, you know, or find a home, and then that'll help clear the homeless while also, you know, like how the real or the movie The Purge is. I've never seen it, but it's like cutting off people. You know, it helps, you know, it's the steam. It gets like the anger out of people, the frustration, all that hatred built into them, and then it kind of like unify people. You know, like since we're so spread out with race, we kind of unify and not be spread out by race more, but be spread out more by like how much you contribute or you own in society, you know, more separated by like wealth than by race. I think that's a better segregation. Let's go with that. I think that's the lesser of two evils, segregating by how much value you are to society than by your race. That's a little bit better. Speaking of value, Japanese crime boss charged in US with trafficking nuclear materials. And I'm pretty sure I just saw the movie The Departed, and this was like what was going down. So some Yakuza crime syndicate was charged. His name's Takeshi Ibasawa. And I mean, he looks cool here in this picture with a fucking rocket launcher. Like that's badass to pose with that shit. And then he's got like a leather jacket or something. So I mean, he must have done the US dirty if they like finally like brought him down. Because I'm sure he was, they were fine with their relationship, and then they were like, "Oh, you're not doing this, or maybe you're not helping us with Ukraine or whatever, whatever, and you're not helping us with Israel and Palestine. We got to bring you down, buddy. Sorry, no, sucky sucky or whatever the saying is for them." But yeah, maybe they'll cut off his pinky. I don't know. I forget how they take care of of the leaders nowadays. I think it's cutting off the pinky. Um, moving on to other crime things. Rapper Kodak Black freed from jail after drug possession charge was dismissed. And I mean, his hair. Oh, look at him. He's just adorable. No, I don't know. I haven't heard any of his music. South Florida rapper Kodak Black was freed from jail. I mean, it's good. You want to get the people that are less offensive out of prison because they didn't do anything wrong. I mean, they did do something wrong, but that's not something you should really go to jail for. There are worse crimes like, I don't know, trafficking, nuclear weapons, or I don't know, creating AI deep fakes, or I don't know, threatening FBI kind of shit on the Twitter. There are worse things to do, right? Doxing, no, I don't know. There's worse things to do in life. But yeah, I mean, good for him. I hope he learns from this, and I hope he betters himself and betters his community. Um, like any personal or any public figure should. And lastly, here, speaking of public figures, uh my favorite rapper, Ye, scores #1 album as scrutiny of anti-Semitic comments continues. I like how they had to mention that. Like, they couldn't just say Ye scores #1 album. They had to say tack on anti-Semitic comments continues. They can't just go yay, yay, hooray for Ye, hooray. No, they gotta try to bring him down with that. Yeah, I know a lot of people were trying to, for the sake of a better term, like blacklist him, uh, because he was all, saying Adolf Hitler was good, and then talking shit about the Jews and all that. But then he's kind of backtracked to it, which of course is very nice of him. I mean, we all make mistakes. We all have those days. So I think second chances are allowed, or third chances every now and then, I guess. Um, but yeah, I know a lot of people were trying to get this album off of #1. I'm sure it's great. He's, like I said, if you could separate the art from the artist, Kanye West is a unbelievable musician. He's an unbelievable talent, and I'll always say that. Like, yeah, he's crazy, but he's been through a lot. I mean, what, he lost his mom to some like botched plastic surgery, and she was like the only thing in his life that he really loved or truly loved, and so that really brought him down. And I'm sure, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. I'm a sick man, right? Mentally, I'm still learning how to fall. So, like, I could understand him from a mental perspective of not being able to get out of that darkness. And uh I mean, luckily he's able to kind of channel it through his creativity and his art and make beautiful music. However, obviously, as a normal person, he's having trouble functioning, and I can understand that very much so. And I hope he gets the help that he needs or wants or deserves or anything. uh Hopefully, he can become a better person. Like, all the people here have chances to become better people. Everyone just needs a brain pacemaker. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call that. But whatever. I want to thank y'all for listening to That's All Funny. The podcast is available anywhere podcast available. Just search That's All Funny. Uh, have another podcast with my buddy Gabe called That's All Kayfabe, where we talk about wrestling. That's available everywhere. Just search for that. You can watch video versions of that and this on the YouTube, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Ariola. I have other videos like gaming, other random stuff. I also do a live show on Tuesdays with the wonderful Mint Salad from ASE Presents. We do that live on Tuesdays. It's, I don't know, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central, depending on how we feel, because we're both tired people. Check that out. Or if you want to see older archived episodes of that, check out either of our Patreons. You can check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything: early episodes, bonus episodes, ad-free episodes, deleted episodes, archived episodes. Help support the page, help support the podcast. Or if you want to buy any merch, check out the website www.retrohorrorinc.com, where you can buy shirts, t-shirts, stickers, art, or just commission some great art from a great artist at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram. I want to thank you all for listening. Thank my Patreon subscribers. Like and subscribe. Take